What's up, guys? Jay here again at the In the Dark World headquarters. Today we're back on the 94 blue Chevy project, and we're going to be replacing the rocker panel, cab corner and rocker panel, I guess you'd call it. There's probably 100 videos of this on YouTube, but I've never done it before, so we're gonna learn together, I suppose. I'll go ahead and get it marked out, cut it, and then cut the patch panel. Well, I could probably cut the patch panel first so I know how big to make the actual cut. And then we'll see how the cheapest flux core welder Harbor Freight has weld sheet metal together. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, I'm just gonna cut right along this bottom body line, straight as I can, which probably won't be very straight. And then after I get that cut, I'm gonna hold it up on the truck, mark where I need to cut there, and just start hacking away at it. Once I get that all cut off of there, I'll come around to the front where it meets up with the inner rocker, and I'll drill out the spot welds, pull that little piece off there, and we'll see how things go. Get this marked out. I'm sure the level won't be very good. We'll go a little below the body line. Yeah, we'll go down right about there. Convenient, my marker is not working real well. Seems right. Hopefully I'm good enough to see. Guess that's what happens when you let it sit in a 30-degree garage for 2 months. Some extra metal that we're probably going to need for the inner support system that's not here. Okay. This little wall up here doesn't really look factory, but I don't know. Perfect. It was welded in right over the panel that's there. So we got it all cut, I think. Pulling on it, we might have to trim some more up here in the front. But just kind of peeling back, pretty easy. A little more cutting down here. Now we'll get a pry bar. Spot welds. Chisel maybe? Light protectors on. Seems the guys had to use a chisel a lot on this truck. What was that? Old rocker panel, gone. Now we just got all of this left in here. Probably gonna go ahead and cut most of this out and then just paint it, because it's pretty well shot. I don't know, we might be able to save some and use part of our scrap piece from our actual rocker panel to put some more support in there or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Why won't that come off there? Oh. I guess I'd say not to cut up into this structure a whole lot, but there's really not much there. So I guess we'll go ahead and cut out some more of this rust and see what we end up with. We'll change over to a flat disc. Start sanding on it. See what happens. Oh man. Good Lord, who put that on there? Oh. Good Lord. Hell, I broke the wheel. Can't get the thing off there. Now I'll get a drill. We'll drill out these spot welds on the front here. Try and bring the camera over, maybe we can see that. And then should be about ready to fit up the new one. Well folks, I told you this is my first time doing this. And well, you can tell. That is the gap. Probably should have took a little more time on my fit up before I made the cut. But I was just diving in head first because like I said, I'd never done this before. But now we're gonna take some of our scrap piece. We're gonna cut a little sliver out to fill this in. And we'll just have twice the amount of welding and grinding, body work, and everything else. Plus, up here, we gotta do some trimming up here, a little bit down here in the corner. But we should get going after that. hopefully. I don't know if you can see this here, flux core tack weld with no hood. So I'm just flying with my eyes closed. But we're gonna get this cleaned up a little bit more, trim it, get our sliver for this cut, and I'll get back with you after that. We got our filler piece half tacked in, I guess you'd say. It's as good as it's gonna get for now. But we're gonna let that cool down for a little bit before we start tacking the other piece to it. I'm gonna kind of clean up my mess around here, and we'll get back with you. Well, we've kind of got it fit up there. It's not perfect by any means, but I think it'll work. I was kind of worried about how this is kind of gapped out from the door, but I guess the entire thing kind of is. The door kind of goes in down here. I don't know if you can see. Pulling on it, I guess, maybe bent that out, and then I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod, and I guess you'll watch me tack it all day. And the hobo freight welder is definitely not the welder for this job. At least not the flux core version. But I think it'll stick together. You know what they say, grinder and paint make you a welder you ain't. Puddin's fat shot. Well, it's not much, but it's honest work. So I got a hole here. This isn't real pretty. We're gonna go along though throughout the rest of the afternoon. Tack it up some more. Probably just whenever I get the courage to not want to burn my garage down. So that catches on fire back behind there. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, I guess. Yeah, doing good, doing real good. All right, I've done everything I can do with the flux core hobo freight welder. So until I get a different welder or something, that's as good as it's gonna get. But now we're gonna move on. Tomorrow probably, we're gonna take the interior panel out and try and see if we can't do something with that giant dent in the doorway there. But I think it came out looking pretty decent for a first timer here in a flux core welder. World's worst welder. World's worst conditions, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, it's as good as it's gonna get for now. Thanks for watching, guys.